Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to use a colorless blender. Looks something like this. It has a white tip, but it has no color actually when you use it. I want to show you how to use this along with color pencils to make a nice blending gradient effect. I'm going to show you how it looks like without a colorless blender, and I want to show you what it looks like with it, so that way you can see the difference and see if you would like to use it today. So over here I want to start off with green and move over to yellow. So whenever you have a gradient, you want to start from one color and move on to the next. I like to start off with upward, up and down motions, just like this. And you can tell that I'm getting all of the white out of the way because I want my color to be really intense. I'm going to go to the halfway point and I'm getting a little bit lighter. I'm barely pressing down when I'm getting toward the middle. And I got over more than halfway. So now I'm going to go to my yellow, go up and down, making sure that I get all my color because I want this to look really nice. Up and down, and then when I'm getting in the middle, I'm going to get a little bit lighter, and I'm going on top of that green a little bit. I'm not going all the way, but just a little bit past halfway point, just like what I did with the green. And I can even go back, after I bump my camera, I can go back and put a little bit more green on top. So this is what it looks like without the colorless blender. And then whenever you go and do it with the colorless blender, you're going to do the exact same method you did before. Start with one color, go a little bit past where you want it to start blending, and I'm getting lighter pressure. Sort of see how it gets a little bit lighter toward the middle. Pick up my yellow and I'll do that again. Pressing pretty hard at the side and then getting a little bit lighter toward the middle. Go back in with the green. I can add some more green if I would like. Add some more yellow. I'm trying to mix them together. Now I want to take my colorless blender. There's no color to it. Can't see anything. But then when I go right on top, let me zoom you in. So now that I got you all zoomed in, whenever you have your colorless pencil blender, like right here, you see that one little speck of white. This is really good for filling in any little holes that you may have. Like, let's see, you might see that little white line right there. It's gone now. It's good for blending it in, making it nice and smooth so you get rid of any white lines. Like there's a white line right there. It's now gone. You can just go inside and start blending out your colors. And sometimes they make your colors more intense. That means that it has more color, more of a vibrancy, and it looks really, really out there. So let me zoom you out. Now, compared to without, this right here looks smoky. It looks like it's going from one color to the next. Here you can sort of see like a harsh line, and right here it's very nice and blended. I'm going to go and do a couple more different kinds to show you, and then we'll go on to my graffiti name that I did over here. So right here I have blue and purple, blue and purple. This once again is the side without it. This is with the colorless blender. I'm going to fast forward doing this blue and purple because it's the exact same way I did up here. I'm going to go from one side to a little bit past halfway, go from the other side to a little bit past halfway, and make adjustments as needed. So this is my blue and purple little gradients. I am going to go and do the colorless pencil blender right here so that way you can see the difference. So I'm going to start right in the middle, and I like making swirling motions to sort of swirl those colors together. And you might want to keep your eye on some of these white lines and see if they disappear. Or see if they get a little bit harder to see. So once again, I'm making swirling motions. I'm sort of going back and forth, trying to pull that blue into the purple and pull that purple into the blue. And let's see if you see the difference. Do you see how this is pretty smoky now compared to over here where you can really see the lines? As people, we can only do about this much. Maybe we can swirl our colors in, but the colorless blender allows for us to blend these colors in so that way it looks more of a smoky or gradient effect. So with these kind of effects, you are able to make more of a gradient effect whenever you get to your graffiti name. So this is a quick one that I drew. I drew it with pencil first, and then I went around with a thin Sharpie, just like this. And around these edges, I went with a thicker. So you can tell the difference between these two markers if I just open them up for you. Boom and boom. So after you have all that drawn out, you can start coloring it in. I am going to start doing my block letter first, and then I'll do my paint last. So I'm going to do pink and orange for my letters. I'm going to start off, I think I want to do orange on the top and go slowly to pink. So to start that off, I'm sort of going to outline where I want that orange to end because I don't want to put orange up here. So I'm just going to go around my edges just like this. And if I accidentally go over the sides, like I got a little bit of orange right there, that is okay. The main thing is that I didn't get a whole chunk of it. And then I'm going to start blending it down a little bit. I'm going to have it get right in here and it's going to blend into pink. So I'm going to start up here and I'm going to color this completely orange, the best of my abilities. And it's okay if I make mistakes because I'm only human. I'm going to very lightly get down here, a little bit past halfway, like we did with the other one. Get right in there. And make sure it blends into nothing. And I'm barely pressing down right now because I can always go up to the top and press down a little bit more. Taking my time. Because I can always add more orange, but I can't really take away the orange. There we go. Alrighty, once I have that, you can sort of see how it's really dark up here, and it slowly gets lighter until it gets to nothing down here. I'm going to take my pink, and I'm going to outline the bottom, because I don't want to go into this white. Outline this bottom area, go around here, and now I'm going to take my pencil, and you can do swirling motions like this if you would like, or you can go up and down. Either way works fine. I'm going to do swirly right now, and it's going to make more blending happen. So let's get really dark down here, and let's get a little bit lighter when I get toward the middle, and I'm going to go past. Get that nice and blended together. And go up a little bit more. It's gonna make like a reddy orange. Alrighty. So this is what I got so far. I think that we can make this more intensely blended. So I'm gonna take my colorless blender and I'm gonna swirl those two colors in together. And sometimes seeing your artwork in person is different than seeing it on a camera. For me, I think it is very, very smoked out. I'm seeing a lot of my little white dots that happen when I color in disappear. And I'm definitely seeing this orange get really crispy. It's getting to be really, really dark. So I'm just going to go around and blend, blend, blend. Get right in there. It's starting to look like a peachy color in there. So this is what I got so far. And you can just keep doing this. And I hope you guys are excited because you're going to be using these colorless blender pencils today. So let's pick out our colors. If you would like to practice first, just like what I did, before you get to your main coloring, you most certainly can because practice makes perfect. So let's get started and I hope you guys have a fun day.